Hello, football fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the University Trojans host the Aledo Bearcats, the number one team in the state in Class 5A Division II, and that's a tall order, Al.
It is, and there's a reason why they're number one in the state. They're averaging 215 yards on the ground, 6.5 yards a carry, pass the ball for 225 yards, over 18 yards per pass completion. Their quarterback is completing 75% of his passes. They score 49 points a game, give up 12. And to add some more stuff to it, their offensive line, from linemen all the way through tight end, 6'2 to 6'5", average 265 pounds per man.
I don't think there's any college teams that are that big. These guys are huge. Well, we'll see what the University Trojans can do with the Aledo Bearcats. That's coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV.
Bells Hill, Rebecca Michelle. From Brook Avenue, Lorena Ferrales. From Cedar Ridge, Helen Smith. From Crestview, Samantha Crater. From Dean Highland, Tia Allen. From Hillcrest, Haley Dean. From J.H. Hines, Everett Taylor. From Kendrick, Isabel Lozano. From Lake Air Montessori, Stephanie Tankersley. From Mountain View, Melissa Pritchard. From Parkdale, Lena Ortiz. From Providence Heights, Courtney Whitaker. From South Waco, Lauren Frazier. From West Avenue, John Weeks. Thank you again for the elementary principals in Waco ISD. Thank you again for all you do. Give these guys a hand.
Back here at Waco ISD Stadium, the Aledo Bearcats make their way onto the field. They're under the direction of Tim Buchanan. He's in his 24th season as the head coach of the Aledo Bearcats. He's compiled 27 seasons of 10 wins or more. The Aledo Bearcats have 27 seasons of 10 wins or more. Their longest winning streak, 31 games. That was from 2016 through 2017. They have made 38 playoff appearances. They've won 29 district championships, and they are the only program in the state of Texas to have claimed 10 state championships. They won Hal, get this. Tonight they have a chance to win district game number 101 in a row. District games.
That is an incredible record.
They have won 100 consecutive district contests. Here comes the University Trojans onto the field under head coach Kent Laster. Still looking for their first win of the season. As I was talking about Tim Buchanan, his 24th season as the head coach, he has won 82% of the games that he has coached. A record of 262 wins, 54 losses, and 3 ties. This is just the third year in his second stint as the head coach of the Bearcats. He and the athletic director, Steve Woods, they traded places several years ago. And while Steve Woods was the head coach, they won 3 state titles under him. Then Coach Buchanan took back over, and they've won a couple since then. So just has a outstanding program instituted there in Aledo, Texas. Buchanan's only losing season was his first year at Aledo. That was 1993, but that is the only school that he's been a head coach at, is at Aledo. The ROTC is presenting the colors at the midfield, so let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse.
Junior ROTC started in 2002, and now we are celebrating our 20th anniversary here at University High School. We are very proud of the traditions we have established over the years, performing tens of thousands of community and school service hours to those in need. Many former cadets have gone on to serve in our nation's armed forces, as well as working in a broad base of professions. We are proud of the foundation that Junior ROTC has provided to our former cadets, current and future cadets forthcoming. The trademark of our Trojan Battalion is find a way to make a difference and change the world. And many of our cadets have done just that, change the world. We want to thank all those who have supported our program over the years and look forward to continuing to serve our school and community for years to come. The program's instructors are First Sergeant Leonard Montalongo Jr., Army Instructor Sergeant First Class Marcus Hayner. At this time, we would like to have a moment of silence for the people lost to cancer and any family that has been affected by breast cancer. At this time, we will have the singing of the national anthem by the University High School Choir.
Gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with bombs bursting in air proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Captain's preparing to meet at midfield with our officials that are out of the Waco chapter. Nelson Parnes is our referee tonight. Our umpire is Brian Strickland. The head linesman is Darrell Ward. The field judge is Gerald Proctor. Side judge William Necessary, and the back judge is Mike Teal. And we got an honorary coin tosser for the pregame coin toss as McLennan County District Attorney Barry Johnson out to flip the coin for us. The captains for Aledo, number 73, Gunnar Allen. Number 43 is Kyle Thompson. And I believe that is number 3, Devin Keys out there for the University Trojans. Their captains, number 7, Demarion Chambers,
Right.
number 55,
Gentlemen,
Mark
we have a coin
Moreno.
toss this evening. District Attorney Mr. Barry Johnson is going to flip the coin for us. We have a coin. It has heads and it has tails. Mr. Johnson, if you would flip the coin for us, please. It is heads, and Aledo has won the toss. You want the football? Which way do you want to kick? This way? Spin your back around, gentlemen. Over here. Aledo has won the toss, elected to receive. They will receive at the north goal. Gentlemen, shake hands. Good luck. Let's have a great night of football.
Yeah, the two captains for
Mr. Johnson, thank you.
the University Trojans, number 75, Paul Monreal, and number 76, Darrell Davis. Barry, you be sure you give that coin back to the official now. Known Barry Johnson since he was probably in 9th grade. So the Bearcats say they want the ball first, Hal. Did you figure that would happen?
That's not surprising at all. They're very efficient offensive team. They can throw that long pass. They have tons of touchdowns that have been scored by long gainers, so University's going to have to keep them in front of them tonight as best they can.
As you said in the pregame, averaging almost 49 points a game, giving up only about 12 points per game. Averaging more than 5 yards per play, be it run or pass. They know how to get it done. Of course, they've got 4 5 bulldozers in front of their skill position players on that offensive line. We'll get to their offensive starters here in a moment as we are underway. Coming up the near side, up to the 40-yard line, is Ryan Williams.
Brought down by 40, Dalen Sauls for University.
Gets it to the Aledo 41. Their quarterback is number 16, Braden Fowler Nicolosi. The running back is Ryan Williams. The fullback is Dylan Ward. That offensive line, the center is Maddox Epperson. The guards, Jerian Lofton and Gunnar Allen. The tackles, Isaac Knott and Isaac Sohn. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, throwing the flat. Complete for a first down and more. At least 15 yards on the play. As the swing pass goes out to number 89, that big tight end.
Yeah, Dalen Sauls and Jalen Petty in on the tackle.
So, Jason Llewellyn gets it all the way up to the University 43-yard line. 16 on the play and a first down. Handoff goes to Williams. Williams finds a big hole up the middle and backpedals his way downfield. Gets some extra help from the scrum to get across the 25 to the 24.
Dandrell DeGrade and Larry Brown in on the tackle. He is a big running dude. He's about 6'1", 195 pounds.
Picked up 19 on that one and picked up another first down. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Fowler looking to pass, looks to the end zone, and it is complete for the touchdown. 3 plays. Touchdown goes to Haas Henning.
Excellent catch by their receiver. Micah Henderson in on the defense.
As you said, Hal, a very efficient offense. Cover 59 yards in just 3 plays. Point after attempt by Clay Murder is on its way and good. 10 minutes, 51 seconds left to go first quarter, and Aledo's already on top 7-0. Took them only 1 minute and 9 seconds to cover the 59 yards in those 3 plays, and not a one of them in single digits.
Yeah, Kent Laster decided to bring up his safety and left his corner one-on-one, and he just beat him inside for the touchdown.
Pretty pinpoint accurate pass as well by Braden Fowler Nicolosi.
Back for University to receive the kickoff will be Makai Sandoff, 0, and number 3, Jalen Marshall, who will be only closer to us.
6th touchdown reception of the year for Jason Llewellyn. Fowler's 16th touchdown pass of the year. I'm sorry, yeah, it was number 8, not 60, 80. He took the first one. There we go. It was Haas that caught the pass. That's his 3rd. That's going to be into the end zone, and well, it goes out of bounds just inside the marker, so not only will they get it at the 25, but they'll get 5 more yards on it in a good field position to start for University.
Number 19 on the kicking team. Election to take the ball at the 30-yard line.
So University gets the ball 70 yards away from pay dirt. They come out with their offense. Demarion Chambers, the quarterback. Makai Sandoff, the running back. The wideouts, Antonio Miles, Adrian Pena, Brendan Dupree, and Kwame Cavill. Up front, you got the center, Mike Moreno. The guards, Paul Monreal and Enrique Rangel, and the tackles, Darrell Davis and Sebastian Cervantes. Sandoff comes back alongside his quarterback, takes the handoff, wiggles his way through, and has room up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by linebacker number 33, Garrett Key.
Just straight ahead running against that Aledo defensive line there for the Trojans.
Aledo sets up in a 4-3 base defense nearly the whole game.
That defensive line averages about 235, so they're just about as big as that offensive line. On the sweep, Sandoff trying to get around the corner. Can't do it. They'll drop for no gain.
Their safety, Talon Kessler, brought him down for no gain.
He's down a 3rd down and 5 from the 35. Last time we saw the Trojans here at Waco ISD Stadium, they had trouble moving the ball whatsoever. Didn't get 100 yards of offense for the night. Just trying to get something established here after trailing 7-0. Send Sandoff in motion. Going to run it straight up the middle. Chambers trying to get around the corner. Will be stopped short of the 1st down, though, by a couple of yards.
B.J. Allen knocked him down.
Picked up 3, but it's going to bring up 4th and 2 at the 38.
I think they're going to go for it.
Going to go for broke early, not unless they're looking for an offside penalty. Aledo may be way too. Well, we got Kent Laster talking to the head linesman about something. Play clock continues to roll. 4, 3, 2, and he calls a timeout.
Timeout, University. That is their first charge timeout of the first half.
Kent Laster wants to talk about this situation. Their first 4th down situation of the night. Just 2 yards to get, but they're in their own territory.
And they're going up against a defense, like you said, Lark, that has quite a bit of size. You've got 2 defensive ends at 220 pounds. Their 2 defensive tackles are 250 pounds.
Yeah, those defensive ends are Stanton Smith and Jack Trelliger. And the tackles are Boogie Thompson, and Matthew Bell. Linebackers are fairly normal size for high schoolers. 195, 200, 195. Devin Keys, Garrett Key, and Cat Mooney. Well, Trojans go for it, and they get stopped. Sandoff stopped in the backfield at the 39-yard line.
Brought down by Cat Mooney, number 35.
Loss on the play of 4, and it's over on downs to Aledo with 8:42 to go, first quarter, and Aledo on top, 7-0. Giving them great field position here. Back to pass. In the pocket, throws for the sideline, caught the 10 and into the end zone for the touchdown is number 11, Jalen Pope. So just one play, and once again, Aledo into the end zone.
Some miscommunication on the backside of the defense, but their quarterback had all day long to throw that ball.
Well, when you got those bulldozers up front, they're going to give him lots of time. Once again, Murador on to add on the point, and it's good. 8 minutes, 33 seconds left to go. First quarter, and Aledo on top, 14-0. One play, 34 yards. Took 9 seconds.
That's what they're known for, though. When they do pass, they're, like we said in pregame, they're averaging over 18 yards a catch. They're very proficient in the passing game. Back deep again for University will be Micaiah Sandoff, number 0, and Jalen Marshall, number 3, both on the 10-yard line.
Each team has run 4 plays. But Aledo has 2 touchdowns out of their 4. Right down the middle of the field this time. Going to be taken at the 3-yard line, and coming upfield with it is Jalen Marshall, and he'll be stopped when he gets to the 16.
Andrew Parkhurst with the tackle for Aledo. Aledo's very quick team.
Got size in the trenches and quickness everywhere else. Not only that, they have depth. And I'm sure we will have the opportunity to see a lot of their depth later on in the game. Marion Chambers has an empty backfield right now. And now he has Sandoff join him in the backfield. Or excuse me, that's Marshall. Looking for maybe a screen pass, and they'll have to throw it away as he had somebody right in his face very quickly. First incompletion of the night for University.
I'm not sure he had his receiver turned around to look for the ball, to be honest with you, from what I could tell on the replay.
Well, that linebacker was in his face pretty quick. Actually, I think that was Kyle Thompson from the defensive line that was in his face real quick. 2nd and 10. Throws in the flat to Marshall. Marshall is able to almost sidestep some would-be tacklers, but will basically get a yard out of it, if even that.
Dehan Keys, number 3, with the initial stop.
They will give him a yard to the 17. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Time to pass it this time, but it's going to be picked off, and headed the other way with it is Kessler, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Talon Kessler, a 6-foot, 192-pound senior, picks off the pass and takes it into the end zone to give Aledo a 20-0 lead with the try for point to come. Their offense scores enough at will. You don't need to allow their defense to score.
No, you don't need to be helping them out by any stretch.
Little trouble on the kick. They try to go with the 2-point conversion, but unable to get it completed on the fire play, trying to get that to Kyle Thompson. So it will remain 20-0 in favor of Aledo with 7:37 left. At least the Trojans able to stop that extra point. University had the ball for 1 minute and 5 seconds. But unfortunately, it was Aledo that ended up scoring on the play, thanks to the interception.
Micaiah Sandoff and Jalen Marshall are deep again at the 10-yard line.
Clay Murador, the junior kicker, has it set up at the North 40.
He's got a good leg. He's hit 2 of them inside the five-yard line. It's the best kicker we've seen all year kicking off.
Going to come down to Marshall at the 7. Trying to cut it up the middle of the field. Will only get it back out to the 17, maybe the 18. University will have the ball for the 3rd time. Trailing 20-0. Looking for their first down. And we got a new quarterback in the game. Is taking over at quarterback will be Thomas Chandler. He'll have Sandoff in the eye behind him. Hand it off to Sandoff. He'll get it up to the 22-yard line for a gain of about 5.
Dalen Kessler brought him down after a nice little run there.
They get a 4-yard gain up to the 22. Just a quick hitter over the right side of the offensive line. Well, this is about only the 3rd week that Chandler's been able to play football since transferring over from Waco High. He's still learning some of the plays for University. Sends Cavill in motion. The ball hits Cavill. Chandler picks it up and trying to make something out of it. It's not going to happen.
It's miscommunication there on the snap.
Kwame Cooper coming in motion. It just ricocheted off of him, but a good job by Chandler to pick it up. At least keep possession, but the loss is back to the 14. A loss of 8 on the play.
Aaron Wheeler, number 76, is in at defensive tackle, right defensive tackle for Aledo.
Well, most nights the Trojans can ill afford being behind the chains, and this is one of the nights they just absolutely can't be behind the chains, and they are. Sandoff coming around the left side will be ankle tackled and brought down at the 15. A gain of 1.
Jack Tregellis tripped him up.
That'll bring up a punting situation for the Trojans. Josh Greenwood coming in to punt.
Brian Allen back to receive this punt at the 50-yard line for Aledo.
Had a false start at the line of scrimmage for University. Somebody fired off a little early, so they'll have to back it
False
up 5
start,
yards.
75, offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That backs it up to the 10-yard line. Gets it partially blocked and goes out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So once again, Aledo going to be set up at point-blank range with 5:06 to go first quarter. They're on top already, 20-0, and they're at the University 21-yard line. What was that, a
11-yard punt? 11-yard punt.
Full house backfield here for the Bearcats. Ryan Williams takes the handoff, finds a hole on the left-hand side and takes it up to the 10-yard line for an 11-yard gain and a first down.
Larry Brown knocking him down to the ground, the safety for University.
Be first and goal at the 10. Receivers are on the near side, Jalen Pope and Brian Fleming. Williams coming around the right side this time, splits the two defenders and into the end zone from 10 yards out for the touchdown. That's what those road graders up front will do for you. They'll just clear a path and get you right into the end zone in a hurry.
Yeah, he really didn't even get touched on that. They're just absolutely pushing them way back on the defensive line. It's a big offensive line that University's going up against tonight.
One after attempt is through the forks this time. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And Aledo extends its lead to 27-0. Bearcats have had the ball 4 times and scored 4 times. Trojans have had the ball 3 times. Has given it up on downs, had an interception return for a touchdown, and forced a punt.
Marshall and Sandoff going back deep for this kickoff again.
That possession, that was 2 plays, 21 yards, and took 41 seconds. Had scoring drives of 41 seconds and 9 seconds. This was going to go into the end zone. The Trojans will bring it out to the 25. Better part of valor there. Once again, the Trojan offense going to look to see if it can get anything going in the 3 possessions so far. They've run 10 plays and only have a grand total of 2 yards to show for it.
They're going to bring back Demarion Chambers, the quarterback.
And put Jalen Marshall in the backfield with him. Send Cooper and Pena wide to the far side. Handoff goes to Marshall, and Marshall's going to get it up to at least the 31-yard line on forward progress before he's pushed back.
Dahan Keys and Talon Kessler wrapping him up.
They picked up 6 yards. Not a Trojan offensive lineman slow to get up. Paul Monreal, one of the mainstays in that offensive line, though, going to be up and at him. Out to the 31-yard line where it's 2nd down and 4. Chambers gets out from under a rush, and well, we'll just throw it away. Just doesn't have time to really set up.
Terry Lewis, number 4 in, substituting in for their starting safety, was in on that play.
Third down and 4. Marshall sidesteps a would-be tackler, does get around the corner, has the first down and more, and gets it into Aledo territory, all the way down to the 47-yard line.
Finally run down by Dahan Keys, number 3 for Aledo.
22 yards on the carry for Jalen Marshall. And the Trojans have their first down of the game. Quickly they go back to it. Marshall bounces off would-be tacklers, takes it back around the right side, and gets it inside the 30, down to the 29.
B.J. Allen knocking him down to the ground, but a nice run there.
So using some quick tactics here. 18-yard pickup on that one for Marshall. Marshall went the wrong way. Chambers getting what he can out of it. Salvages it down to the 26-yard line.
Dehan Keys pushing him out of bounds. Number 3 for Aledo.
Pick up a 3 on the play.
That made a nice gain out of a busted play.
Second down and 7. Trojans for the first time I've seen them do a hurry up. Paid off from some big gainers here. 22 and 18. Hand off to Standoff, lets the blitzing linebacker go by and knocked out of bounds near the 20. And near another first down for University.
Jaden Allen, the cornerback, pushing him out of bounds.
He'll be shy of the first down by a yard. Brings up a 3rd down and 1 at the 20. Standoff pushed out of bounds.
Terry Lewis in on the tackle at the 5-yard line. This up-tempo offense is making some nice gains here on the ground against this team.
Standoff got 12 on that one. Down to the 8, it's 1st and goal. On the read option, kept by Chambers. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 5. Pick up a 3.
Knocked out of bounds by Davon Keys.
Was 3rd and goal. Now they look back to the sideline. Offensive coordinator Thomas Draper. Play clock's down to 6. They may use their second timeout, and they do.
Timeout, University. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
Well, this is a very nice drive for University. Started back at the 25-yard line. It's been all on the ground.
And Aledo, you know, they've got some hands on the hips. Very impressive drive by Waco, by University High tonight. All on the ground. I would assume with the success they've had running, they'll go ahead and call another running play here.
Seems they're taking advantage of the defensive splits on the defensive line. But it does appear that there's some different numbers on that defensive line than the starters. On the pass into the flat, it's incomplete. Little different play from what we've seen. They try to get it to the wide receiver that's coming across the back of the offensive line, but unable to complete that pass.
Yeah, he was covered up. But you got to go for it, 4th down.
Well,
You got to get a score here.
Says 3rd down on the other side.
3rd down, that's right.
It is 3rd down. Lost it down in here somewhere. Standoff, straight ahead. No, fake the handoff. Chambers keeps it. And the scrum takes him down to the 2. He picked up 2, brings up 4th down.
Garrett Key in on the tackle, 33 for Aledo.
See if the Trojans can punch it in here.
Oh, they're going to try a field goal.
There we go. Field goal attempt by Matthew Marquez. is
I think
partially blocked.
Yep, it got blocked.
So the Trojans drive it very nicely, but unfortunately come up empty-handed. So they started at their 25 and it ends at the 2.
You know, that field goal, it looked like he was only about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage there, instead of the customary 7.
The Trojans kept it for 3:01, but get no points out of it. Minute 24 left to go the first quarter. Aledo with a 27-0 lead. Their worst field position of the night at their own 20-yard line. Looking to pass, has a man wide open across the middle at the 45-yard line. He's slammed down the turf at the 34. Coming up with the catch is Brian Fleming.
Micah Henderson in on the tackle. Just a straight post route on that play there, Lark. He just beat Micah on that one.
Down to the 34 in University territory. 46 yards on the play. And a first down. Empty backfield. With trips to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Looking left. Throwing for the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Fleming once again.
Danny Boteo in on the defense.
I believe that's our first incompletion of the night.
He was well covered on that. Good defensive play there.
Fowler's 4 or 5 passing for 120 yards already and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 10 from the 34. And off to a new running back in the game. That's Sammy Steffi. And Steffi will take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's one quick runner. Larry Brown had an angle on him, but he went right past him.
Another scoring drive that took less than a minute for the Aledo Bearcats. Point after is between the pipes. 30 seconds left of the first quarter, and our new score is Aledo 34 and University nothing. As Steffi gets into the end zone from 34 yards out. Three plays, 80 yards, 54 seconds on the drive this time for Aledo.
Going back to receive the kickoff will be Mekhi Sandoff, number 0, and Jalen Marshall, number 3, both of them at the 10-yard line.
Bearcats have run 9 offensive plays, have 194 yards on those 9 offensive plays, and they've also scored defensively as well on an interception return.
They are a very efficient and highly effective offensive team.
You scored.
Pop-up kick to the near side, fair catch called for and made at the 30-yard line by Pena. The University will start at their 30 with 30 seconds to go in the first half, first quarter.
Well, they need to keep just running the football because they did have some success on that last drive.
Certainly did. Picked up 3 first downs and moved it all the way from the 25 to the 2. Just missed on the field goal try. Chambers on the keeper, follows a couple of blocks, lowers his head, and gets it up to the 33-yard line for a pickup of 3. If you get 3 on every down and run it on 4th down, you keep getting first downs.
There you go. Lawson Moore in on the tackle.
The University coaching staff going to let the game clock run down to 0s here to end the first quarter and be going the opposite direction here in the second quarter. After 1 period of play, our score is Aledo 34 and University nothing.
Aledo has brought in, looks like in the defensive line, four new players.
University next week will be on the road at Everman. Meanwhile, the Aledo Bearcats believe they maybe have a bye in the schedule before they have to play Everman next. Ready for the second 12 minutes of the contest. University facing 2nd and 7 from their own 33. Chambers hands the ball off to Sandoff, and he can't get away from an ankle tackle. It'll be dropped for a 3-yard loss.
Skylar Frank in on the tackle. Lawson Moore, number 40, and number 88, Chris Hillman are the defensive ends right now that are in for Aledo. Ansel DeMu is one of the defensive tackles. And Brian Wheeler is the right defensive tackle.
Tim Buchanan already getting his reserves into the game. Fake the handoff. Chambers to throw. Looks across the middle, and it's going to be picked off at the 49-yard line, and headed the other way with it is Terry Lewis. Lewis gets a convoy of blockers and will take it into the end zone. Second time tonight that the Aledo Bearcats have had a pick 6. That's a 51-yard return.
I think that ball may have just been underthrown. Yeah, 20 was behind both the defensive backs. He just didn't air it out enough.
Well, you can also say this about their defense is when they do have an interception, they block for the return.
They sure do. They had a convoy over there.
Certainly did. Once again, Murador on to try the extra point, and this one is good. So our new score with 11:09 to go in the first half is Aledo 41 and University nothing. Again, 2 scores on defense tonight for the Bearcats. Trojan offense going to go back to work. They've had 23 snaps and just 73 yards to show for it. Demarion Chambers has attempted 5 passes, and the only ones he's completed has been to the opposition, and they've both been returned for touchdowns.
Mekhi Sandoff, number 0 on the far end at the 10-yard line, and Jalen Marshall, number 3 on the near side to receive this kickoff.
No wind whatsoever tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. Playing under a clear sky, temperature in the mid-70s. Gonna pooch this one down to the 10-yard line. Picked up by Sandoff, trying to pick up a wall on the near side, able to get through that wall and gets by another guy and gets it all the way up to the 41-yard line, and then flags fly as he's tackled out of bounds. So the University Trojans are going to get 15 more on that one. Good field position.
Jay Sims, the kicker. Hit him
Personal foul, face mask, number 94 on the kicking team. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
All right, that'll set him up in great field position here.
So the 15-yard penalty will take it down to the 42-yard line in Aledo's end of the field. Give the Trojans some really nice field position to start this drive. Down 41-0. Sandoff, that's Jalen Marshall who busted up the middle and headed for the end zone, and he will outrace Bearcats to the end zone, and the Trojans are on the board.
Hit the crease right there at the line of scrimmage. There wasn't a linebacker there, and he was gone. Got great speed. Yeah. Tripped up barely with about 10 yards into the run and used those afterburners to take it all the way. Nice run.
The Trojans answer back with a scoring drive that's less than a minute. Greenwood on to try to tack on the point after the snap rolls back to the holder, and Greenwood's going to be upended, trying to run it around the left side, so the try for extra point no good. Got 10 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the second quarter. University is on the board, but they trail 41-6. One play drive that goes 42 yards and used 26 seconds. But the Trojans are on the board thanks to some great field position from Sandoff's kickoff return, plus the face mask penalty that set him up in Aledo territory. And then Jalen Marshall, as you said, he found that crease and just busted it up the middle and was gone.
University has some really quick and they're really good runners. If you give them a hole, they can go a long ways. B.J. Allen, number 7, at the 10-yard line for Aledo.
The upbacks are number 12, Fleming, and number 26, Steffi. They're kind of looking for more of a pooch kick than something deep. Does pooch it over to the near side, picked up at the 24-yard line. Getting away from folks is Fleming. Fleming picking up the wall on the far side and gets it all the way up near midfield.
Larry Brown knocked him down right there at the 50-yard line.
So good field position on a nice return by Fleming for Aledo. Still 10 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and they're at their own 49-yard line.
Looks like they brought in a new quarterback, Lark.
That they did. Number 9, Brant Hayden, taking over at the quarterback spot. He'll hand it off to number 34, Connor Smith, and Connor Smith stays on his feet, going down the far sideline, finally bumped out of bounds.
Jamarcus Rutledge finally knocked him out.
32 yards on the pickup for Smith on his first carry of the night. Picks up a first down to the University 29. Hayden calls his offensive line back. I believe that this is the reserve offensive line for Aledo. Nobody open. And not getting back to the line of scrimmage is Hayden.
Anthony Sardinetta with the tackle there.
Hayden going to lose back to the 32. A loss of 3 on the play.
Enrique Rangel's number 70 at the defensive tackle position. Terrell Davis is one of the right ends. Ty Wagner will be your other defensive end on the right side.
That's the first negative play for the Aledo offense tonight. Once again, Smith has the handoff. Spin it down to about the 23 is where they give him forward progress.
Knocked down by Dan Trail, degrade number 1 for University.
Picked up 9 on the play, but brings up third down, and I believe this is the first third down that Aledo's had in the contest. 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Hayden fires complete to Fleming. Down at the 10-yard line. They'll get him down at the 9.
Larry Brown with the tackle at the ankles there at the 10.
Gain of 14 and a first down, and it's 1st and goal for Aledo at the University 9. Clock rolls with 8:20 left to go, second quarter. Second unit trying to get into the end zone for Aledo here in the first half. Hand off to Smith. Lots of running room, and he's into the end zone from 9 yards out.
Offensive line just pushing University back. They were unable to even touch him on that particular play. And that second team offensive line looks huge too.
Yeah, they're not much smaller than those first guys, are they?
No.
51 yards in 5 plays. Took them 2 minutes and 40 seconds to get on the scoreboard. Extra point by Jay Sims this time is good. 8:03 left to go first half. And Aledo increases its lead to 48-6. They've scored every time they've had the football, and twice when University had the football.
Deep to receive the kickoff again will be Makai Sandoff, number 0, Jalen Marshall, number 3.
Looked over on the bench for Aledo, and at the very far left end is number 79. That's Damian Spinelli. He's a senior, but he's 6'3" and 405 pounds. See if he'll get in the game later on. Another pooch kick going to go out of bounds between the 15 and 20. So University will not get a chance to return it.
Kick out of bounds, number 94, kicking team. Elect to take the ball at the 30-yard line.
Trojans once again take it at the 30, according to our referee, Nelson Barnes, leading this Waco chapter of officials. University has run more offensive plays, 24 offensive plays for 115 yards, and scored on a Jalen Marshall touchdown gallop. 14 plays offensively for Aledo for 245 yards. Chambers loses the football as he spun around and spun in. The football is thrown into the University bench. No gain on the play for Chambers.
Yeah, Gabe Sherrod blew that play up from the linebacker position.
Well, they do mark a loss back to the 27-yard line, so -3 on the play for Chambers. Cooper in motion, handoff to Sandoff, and he won't get around the corner. Maybe gets a couple of yards up to the 25. Actually, he loses 2 yards to the 25.
Jaden Allen with the shoestring tackle.
Brings up a 3rd and 15. Again, I'm not seeing first team numbers out there on the defensive line for Aledo. Fake the handoff. Chambers keeps a flag thrown into the mix.
That's going to be a face mask there.
Well, that'll give them a first down on the penalty.
Face mask, 41 defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah. For Aledo, defensive end 88, Chris Hillman is one of the substitutes. 38's a defensive tackle, Ansel Demu. Lawson Moore is the defensive end on the right side.
That'll bring us up a 1st and 10 at the 40 as the Trojans pick up a first down by way of the penalty with 6:05 left to go in the first half, trailing 48-6. Little miscommunication between Sandoff and Chambers. Sandoff wanted the ball, Chambers wanted to keep it. They end up a little self-tackleization there between the two and lose back to the 39.
Good thing they held on to the football there.
Yeah.
That thing was coming out. Cooper Cohan, 30, is one of the linebackers for Aledo. 41, Gabe Sherrod. 54, Skylar Frank will be their linebackers.
Quick pass in the flat is overthrown, intended for Cooper. And Chambers has still not completed a pass tonight.
Jaden Allen in on the defense. Yeah, that one just sailed on him. Yeah, Aledo for sure has their second team defense in right now. Getting some work.
Straight drop back, throwing the flat, and it's picked off for the 3rd time. Headed the other way with it this time is Gabriel Sherrod. Sherrod is going to be tackled from behind, but not before he gets all the way down to the 10-yard line as Pena chased him down.
Good hustle by Pena. Yeah, he threw that into double coverage. He probably should have held on to that football.
So Aledo gets the ball with 4:36 left to go in the second quarter, looking to add to a 48-6 lead from the University 10-yard line. Appears that we have a 3rd quarterback into the game as Haas has taken over at the quarterback spot, throws into the flat, and into the end zone is number 84, Dylan Ward. Ten-yard touchdown pass. And just like that, Aledo's back in the game.
Just a quick out pass, flat pass, and he was wide open.
Once again, Jay Sims on to try to put the point after on the board, and does so successfully. One play, 10 yards, 6 seconds. Aledo on the board again and leads 55-6.
Okay, he's going to change it up a little bit for University. Back to receive this kickoff. Larry Brown, number 6, will be on the near side. Micaiah Sandoff, 0, be on the far side, both of them at the 10-yard line. Both those guys back there can take it the distance. They're quick, fast, and elusive.
I have noticed that they are pretty much running the clock, except when you have touchdowns and kickoffs and things of that nature, but incompletions, things like that, the clock continues to roll.
Right, and it needs to tonight.
Pop-up kick taken at the 19-yard line, fumbled and then picked back up, and then smothered under is University's Larry Brown. Brown thought he was going to have a chance to return it, but just couldn't find the handle on it. Chambers hands it off to Marshall. Marshall had a nice run earlier that up the middle and gets this one out to about the 27-yard line.
Sawyer struck 24 in on the tackle.
Pick up a 3 on the play. Again, Marshall has the football and running room up the middle across the 35 to the 36, and he'll have enough for the first down.
Andrew Parkhurst with the tackle there. Aledo has a new middle linebacker, number 32, but we do not have a number for him.
Chambers keeps, goes up the middle. 5 yards up to the 41.
Gabriel Sherrod brings him down. '68 Austin Connor, defensive tackle, right defensive tackle in for Aledo.
Jalen Marshall of the night has hit the 100-yard mark. 8 carries for 100 yards. His first 100-yard rushing game of the year, and he adds more to it here as he gets it into the Aledo territory. All the way down to the 45 of Aledo.
He's brought down by the defensive tackle Austin Connor, who just came into the ball game.
Picked up 14 on that play and picked up another first down. Marshall has it again. This time he's cut down before he can get going very well. Will only pick up a yard.
We got a flag on the play. Andrew Parkhurst, 27, made the tackle on Jalen.
Holding, offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
It'll be 1st and 20 and back into University territory at the 45-yard line. But only about the second time I can think of they've been behind the chains.
Right. Aledo is, the whole defense is second team and third teamers now.
Sandoff wrapped up as he gets across the 45, maybe a 3-yard gain to the 48.
Nathan Wood, number 25, in on the tackle.
Brings up a 2nd down and 17. The clock rolls with a minute 25 left in the half. Chambers pump fake, looking to go deep. Now has to run out of the pocket and is slammed down at the 49-yard line for a gain of 1.
Nathan Wood, the defensive end, with that tackle.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and 16. And less than a minute to play. Make the handoff to Sandoff, keeping it as Chambers, and Chambers lowers his head and gets it up to the 43-yard line. Gain of 6.
Sawyer Stark, the safety, with the hard hit on him.
Actually a gain of 8 on the play. Brings up a 4th down and 8. At the 43. Clock rolls, 10 seconds left. Last play of the first half, most likely. Let's see if Kent Laster has a Hail Mary in the... Nope, he just tries to hand it off, and Chambers is going to be tackled for no gain.
Chris Hillman bringing him down to end the first half.
So the Aledo Bearcats go to the locker room, leading the University Trojans by a score of 55-6. They scored every time their offense had the ball, and their defense scored twice on interception returns. Stay tuned for our halftime activities coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV.
We want to thank our first responders. No words seem adequate to express our admiration and gratitude for the brave men and women who run towards danger to selflessly save others. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you. Thank you from Susan Kincannon and the Waco ISD Athletic Office. Give our first responders a hand. Congratulations and thank you for your service. We appreciate it.
Highlighters are led by the alumnus, Miss Luana Lopez. Please give it up one more time for your High Step and University High School Highlighters. And now for your halftime entertainment. Get on your feet and cheer for the most dangerous band in all the land. Showing up in numbers and out in style and guaranteed to make you smile, the Mighty Trojan Marching Band. Tonight, the Mighty Trojan Band is excited to perform the final movement of their marching show, as well as some stand tunes for your pleasure this evening. We hope to enjoy this high-energy performance. Thank you to the Mighty Trojan Band members for working tirelessly this season to put the best foot forward. The Officer of the Week is Autumn Cruz for her excellent librarian work. Drum majors are Senior Drum Major Johnny Vivanco and Assistant Drum Major Sierra Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mighty Trojan Marching Band.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities. About ready to get the second half underway here at Waco ISD Stadium with Aledo on top of University by a score of 55-6. Hal, you got some first half stats for us?
I do. The score is 55-6, but looking at the statistics, you wouldn't know it would be that different of a score. University has 7 first downs. Aledo has 8. University has 151 yards of total offense. Aledo has 255, 111 of that on the ground, 144 in the air. University had 3 turnovers on 3 picks. 2 of those returned for touchdowns. Both teams were penalized 2 times apiece. University 2 for 15, Aledo 2 times for 30 yards. Time of possession, University had it 18.5 minutes. Aledo had it 5.5 minutes. They averaged 5 offensive touchdowns in about 1 minute per series. That is scoring at an efficient manner. I believe in the second half they're going to run the clock continually here.
And the offense had the ball a grand total of 5 minutes, and there's 55 points on the board, and the defense put 14 of that on the board. University has attempted 8 passes, completed none to their own receivers, 3 of them to the opposite team. Passing should not be part of the game plan in the second half for University Trojans. They will get the football to start the second half. They've had a lot of success with Jalen Marshall running up the middle tonight. 114 yards on 18 carries. He has a 42-yard touchdown run for the only score on the board for the Trojans tonight.
Adrian Pena, 24. And Mekhi Sandoff, number 0, will be deep for this second half kickoff.
Marshall has his second 100-yard rushing game of the year. He had 121 yards against Terrell. But the Trojans are 0-7 on the year, and the Bearcats are 7-0 on the year. Ranked number 1 in the state in 5A Division II. So get ready for a quick second half. As Hal said, we will have a running clock here in the second half. It'll only stop for touchdowns and timeouts. The kick's going to go into the end zone, so University's going to start it from their own 25. Again, their offense is led by Demarion Chambers, Mekhi Sandoff, and Jalen Marshall straight out as a running back. Wide receivers Antonio Miles, Adrian Pena, and Brendan Dupree, along with Kwame Cooper.
And Aledo will be playing all their backups here on defense here to start the second half.
Hand off to Sandoff around the left side. Nice little dipsy doodle move. Gets him across the 35 up to the 37, and a first down on a 12-yard pickup for Sandoff.
Finally brought down by Lawson Moore, number 40.
Up front for the University Trojans, Mike Moreno, the center, Paul Monreal and Enrique Rangel, the guards. The tackles, Terrell Davis and Sebastian Cervantes. 1st and 10. Again, Sandoff over the right side. Pumps it up to near the 40-yard line.
Ansel Den Mew in on the tackle. Defensive tackle, number 38 for Aledo.
Going to mark it at the 39. That's say just a 2-yard gain for Sandoff. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Play signal in from the near sideline. Head coach Kent Laster. Sandoff around the left side, gets into the secondary and gets it up near the 50-yard line, all the way up to the 49, a 10-yard gain and another first down for the Trojans.
Boston athlete Andrew Parkhurst combined for the tackle.
So right now it's the Mackay Sandoff show here. First 3 carries of the contest and they're in the second half. Chambers keeping this time. Over the right side, gets it into Aledo territory at their 49 and a 2-yard gain.
Wrestled down by number 30, but we don't have a name for him tonight.
Well, we've seen 30 and 32 in the game, but they're not listed on the rosters. That was sent to us by head coach Tim Buchanan. In his 24th season as the head coach at Aledo. Sandoff, maybe a yard gain to the 48, and that's it.
He was wrapped up by Byron Wheeler, defensive tackle in for Aledo.
Aledo trying to get to the state championship game for the 3rd year in a row to win their 11th, unprecedented 11th state championship. No other program in the state of Texas has won 10 like the Bearcats have, and most of those have happened since the turn of the century. Sandoff weaves his way, and linebackers catch him before he can get ahead of steam. He only gets up to the 47-yard line, another 1-yard gain, and now it's 4th and 6.
Ansel Den Mew, number 38, with the tackle along with number 30.
Josh Greenwood checks in and will do the punting. Now we have a flag thrown. Don't know if Aledo jumped off or if University moved, but
False start, offense, 55. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
that'll back it up for University. Makes it 4th and 11 and takes it back to the University 48.
Andrew Parkhurst is deep to receive this punt on the 15-yard line.
Low liner Parkhurst will take it at the 13, trying to pick up the wall on the right side. Nice little leap, gets him a couple of extra yards up to about the 38-yard line.
Enrique Rangel, 70, finally bringing him down to the 38-yard line. That'll be a 15-yard punt.
The University had it for 4 minutes and 55 seconds. As Aledo takes over with 7:05 left to go in the 3rd quarter. But again, the clock is rolling. And they'll have it at their own 38-yard line. Hayden will be the quarterback to start the second half. He'll have Smith in the backfield with him. Smith takes the hand off and spins his way up to the 48-yard line, close to the 1st down.
Open field tackle by Larry Brown, the safety, number 6.
They give him the 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup to the 48 for Connor Smith. His 4th carry of the night for 50 yards. He's also got a touchdown tonight. 6 minutes to go. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Matthew Marquez and Dalen Sauls of the linebackers for University, number 30 and 40.
Taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds left on the play clock. They get the snap off in plenty of time. Handoff goes to Connor Smith again. Follows blocks. A nice little sidestep. Gets to the University 45.
Larry Brown with the shoestring tackle at the 45-yard line.
Picked up 7 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 3. Again, the Trojans will be on the road next week at Everman. Hayden takes the snap and gives it to Smith. Smith over left guard. met by the secondary and pushed back after his forward progress has him down to the 37-yard line.
Dan Trell did great wrapping him up there.
Picked up 8 on the play and picked up another first down for the Bearcats. Blocking back up front is Jacob DeLeon for the Bearcats. Smith following that block around the right side and will only get back to the 39-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play, one of the few negative plays on the night for Aledo.
Jamarcus Rutledge with that tackle.
Brings up a 2nd down and 12. Late checking into the huddle for Aledo is number 10, Dalton Rapp. He's the wide receiver at the top of your screen. Hayden looking to pass. Throws for Rapp, and it's knocked away. Nice defensive play. Boy, the University defense smelled that one out. That was
Larry Brown
yep,
over there.
Sure was.
Just waiting for him to turn around and see his number.
First incompletion of the night for Brant Hayden, who's 1 for 2 for 14 yards. So that brings up 3rd down and 12. Definitely a passing situation here for the Bearcats. But they hand it off to Smith instead. He goes straight up the middle. Well, he brought down at the 32-yard line after a pickup of 7.
Wrapped up by Anthony Sardinetta, number 72 for University.
Bearcats face a 4th and 5. And they have wholesale changes on the offensive side. They're going to go for a field goal attempt of some 49 yards. On to try the 49-yard field goal, Clay Murador. Good hold. Got the distance. And it's good. 49-yard field goal by Clay Murador. Makes it 58-6 in favor of the Bearcats. Bearcats kept the ball for 5 minutes on the drive. 7 plays to move it down to the 32-yard line to get the field goal from Murador.
Makai Sandoff, number 0, back, along with 24, Adrian Pena, will be deep to receive this kickoff.
Yeah, they're going to even run the clock in between touchdowns as the clock continues to roll. It'll be under a minute when University gets the football. Pena takes it at the 6. Looking for the wall to the right side, stays on his feet, and will be run out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Going to mark him at the 26.
Knocked out of bounds by Gabriel Sherrod, number 41.
We'll see if they'll get a playoff before the end of the 3rd quarter. .15 seconds left on the game clock as they get set. They'll get a playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Pena in motion, but the handoff goes to Marshall. Marshall looking for a hole. There's nothing there. pretty much back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Marshall.
Skylar Frank, 54, the linebacker, bringing him down.
And that will be the end of the third quarter of play. A field goal by the Bearcats, the only scoring in our third quarter of play. That gives us a chance to recognize the crew from Waco ISD TV that works so hard to bring you the pictures and the sights and sounds here at Waco ISD Stadium. That includes LJ Maldonado on camera, Will Burney also on camera tonight. I think I saw Jesse Mateo on camera for a while as well. Tyrell McSpadden taking care of the camera upstairs. Will Burney was on audio at one point. Leslie Ugaldi always taking care of replay. And our director is Justin Sanchez. All of this under the direction of our executive producer, Jesse Bateo. Thank you, guys and gals. You do an outstanding job. You make us look good. Thanks a bunch. Here we go with the fourth quarter with Aledo up 58-6. Little trickeration by the Trojans. The pass is going to be knocked away.
And on the defense, Marion Simon Jones didn't quite have enough on the pass there.
Trying to get it to Miles. Was that Chandler that made the toss? I believe it was. University still unable to complete a pass tonight. Sandoff is wrestled down in the backfield.
Skylar Frank, 54.
You've said his name a lot tonight.
I have, and then 32 helped assist, but 32 doesn't have a name tonight.
We'll give him one. How about Charlie Rangel? Loss of 3 on the play. It is fourth down. They're behind the chains. I don't know what the discussion could be here other than just letting some clock roll off and then punt the football. They're just waiting to call a timeout, I suspect, and sure enough, that's it. They do call a timeout.
Timeout, University. Is their first charge timeout of the half.
Well, they'll discuss what they want to do here. You're behind the chains in your own end of the field. The very first possession of the game, University was in their end of the field and decided to go for it on fourth down and unable to convert. And Aledo took that great field position to get the first score of the game. Or actually their second score of the game on a 34-yard touchdown run or pass to Pope.
They're bringing the punter in, which is the correct decision to make.
Facing a 4th and 12 at your own 23.
Andrew Parkhurst will go back to receive this punt for Aledo at the 50-yard line.
He had a nice return the last time the Trojans punted to him. Got this one away, and it's a nice punt that sends Parkhurst backpedaling all the way to the 30, makes an over-the-shoulder catch, gets some great blocks, is already by 5 Trojans. Do have a flag maybe for a block in the back that's going to bring it back, but Parkhurst with a nice job of picking up his blockers.
Yeah, absolutely. It was blocking the back. You could see it all the way up here. Held on to him about 10 yards.
On the return, block in the back, number 24 on the return team. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. First down. Correction, 23 was the player committing the foul.
Boston Epley with the block in the back. So that'll put Aledo back in their own territory. Getting the ball with 10:02 left in the game. First and 10 at their own 30. It'll be number 8, Haas Hingy, as the quarterback now. The second time in the game we've seen him at the quarterback spot. The third quarterback tonight for Aledo. Hands it off to Connor Smith, and Connor Smith rumbles his way up into midfield and into Waco territory. Picks up 21 yards on the play.
Dan Trail DeGreat and Larry Brown in on the tackle.
Connor Smith been the mail carrier tonight for Aledo. 9 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. Again, they've only run 22 offensive plays and have 307 yards to show for it. New running back in the game, number 22, Gavin Ollenjack. And he takes it down to the 35 in University territory. Gain of 14 for Ollenjack.
Dan Trail DeGreat on that tackle after a large hole was created there on the right-hand side of that offensive line.
Even as these are reserves, you've got one offensive lineman, Garrett Matata, 6'2", 302 there on that offensive line. And off to another new runner in the game, number 82, Juan Baca, carries the ball.
Jamarcus Rutledge brings them down to the ground after a short gain.
Got 3 on the play. Second down and 7 at the 33. Ollenjack will be the slot receiver on the near side, joining Jack Mitchell on the near side. Baca takes the handoff. Lots of running room. Gets into the secondary, and then he's undermined when he gets to the 23-yard line to pick up a 10.
Larry Brown put a good lick on him.
But he picks up another first down.
Safeties are having to make a lot of tackles here in the second half for University.
That offensive line just moves folks out. Dubbed that starting 5 the Bulldozers. These guys look like the road graders. Baca again gets the carry. Sidesteps one tackler but can't get around Larry Brown. No gain on the play that time. Brown smelled that one out pretty quick.
He did. Came right up from the safety position.
That'll actually give him a loss on the play of 1 yard. Second and 11 from the 24. Another running back, Jacob DeLeon with the football, number 21.
It's brought down by Jamarcus Rutledge.
No gain on the play for DeLeon. Third and 11 from the 24. University defense has picked it up here. Under 6 minutes left in the game. Hayden back in at quarterback number 9, looking to pass. Looks left, throws right. Screen pass is complete and will go into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalton Rapp with the catch from Hayden.
Yeah, University has struggled to cover the pass tonight. That was just a little short 5-yard pass. Had several blockers out in front, and he went in for the touchdown.
Point after attempt. On its way and good. 5.5 minutes left to go. Aledo improves its lead to 65-6. On the 4th touchdown pass of the night by 3 different quarterbacks. 2 for Fowler Nicolosi. That drive, 70 yards in 7 plays, took 5 minutes and 32 seconds. And I'm just estimating that since the clock continues to roll. It's now under 4:30 to go.
Back again will be number 0, Micaiah Sandoff on the far end. Number 24, Adrian Pena here on the near side for University.
B.J. Sims doing the kicking off. He'll pop it up to the near side. A fair catch called for and goes off the hands and out of bounds.
Antonio Miles, 16 for University, but it went out of bounds anyway, so no harm.
Going to place it at the University 29-yard line, where the Trojans look to see if they can get anything going against the defensive reserves. Well, we were wondering if we'd see him in the game. Number 89, Jason Llewellyn in the game. 6'5", 250 on one of the end spots. Handoff goes to Sandoff straight up the middle. He's got first down yardage out to the 41-yard line, or 40-yard line. He picked up 11 on the play.
Knocked down by number 30 for Aledo.
Going to the quick offense, handoff to Sandoff, sidesteps one would-be tackler, keeps his feet, and finally run out of bounds at the 44, pick up a 4 on the play.
Nice individual effort there.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Back to the no-huddle hurry-up. Fake the handoff. Chambers keeps it, and he'll get it to the 45, and that's about all.
Amarian Simon Jones, number 20, and then number 30 for Aledo in on the tackle.
Picked up 1 to bring up 3rd down and 5. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the game. Banya will come to the near side. Receiver on the far side is Antonio Miles. Sandoff has the football, tries to bounce it outside, and he's bounced out of bounds at the 47.
Knocked out by Marion Simon Jones, number 20, the cornerback.
Pick up a 2 on the play, brings up a 4th down and 3 at the 47. Or actually, they marked it at the 48. Give him 3 on the last play. They got to get to the 50 to pick up a new series of downs, but the clock's rolling with 1:25 to go. Sandoff up the middle, has a big hole, has a 1st down and more, all the way down to the 43-yard line. And Aledo's into the field. Pick up a 9. They also picked up the 1st down and convert a 4th down. They continue with the hurry up as the clock continues to roll, under a minute now. Sandoff takes it back inside, a big hole, and here goes the speed. Can he outrun the safety? Safety gets him out at the 1-yard line. 42 yards for Sandoff.
Andrew Parkhurst finally wrestled him down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1. With 30 seconds left to go, Sandoff has now carried the ball 13 times, or make that 21 times for 113 yards. See if they can get one more score on the board before the game ends. Mackay Sandolph waltzes into the end zone on the right side for the touchdown.
71-yard drive there.
Certainly was. All on the ground. In 7 plays. They're going to go for 2. The game clock is run out. So this will be the final play of the game. Fake the handoff to Standoff, and it's Chambers. It's going to get it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's going to make our final score Aledo 65 and University 14. Well, Hal, I think we said it from the outset. It was pretty much a mismatch, and we got what we expected. The number 1 team in Class 5A Division II comes into a team that's 0-7 and pretty much dominates the first half. University's just happy to get out of here with no severe injuries and a chance to maybe finish out the season. They're now 0-8. Looking forward to that game against Everman next week.
Yeah, Aledo is a well-oiled machine. They're a really good football team.
We thank you for joining us tonight here on Waco ISD TV. Again, our final score is Aledo 65 and University 14. For our entire crew here at Waco ISD TV, I'm Lark Smith. Good night.